A somber day for Houston as loved ones, city leaders, and Houstonians bid their final farewells to former Houston Mayor and late Congressman Sylvester Turner. Several speakers took the podium at today's funeral service at the Church Without Walls, where Turner was a devoted member for 36 years. The most touching moment came from Turner's daughter, Ashley Turner Captain, who shared how much her father meant to her, how he taught her to advocate, initiate, and amplify the voice of the community.
Let my dad be the example of how to live life in your purpose. He has taught us that as long as you have breath in your body, you still have a purpose to fulfill. He gave it everything that he had until his final day in his earthly dwelling. Isn't it strange that princes and kings and clowns that capers and sawdust rings and common people like you and me are builders for eternity? Each of us given a set of tools, a shapeless mass, a book of rules, and each must take ere life is flown, a stumbling block and a stepping stone. Daddy, you have fought the good fight. You have finished your race, and you have kept the faith. To God be the glory for the things he has done.
Powerful words from the daughter of the former mayor and late congressman. Today's service was filled with emotion as family, friends, and loved ones gathered to honor him. Orko Manna was there this morning, capturing the arrival of the casket and the outpouring of support. Orko, I'm sure there were many heartfelt tributes there.
That's right, Cheryl, and there was just a feeling of sadness out here all day today, but for those who knew and loved Sylvester Turner, there was also a sense of pride knowing that they were celebrating the life of a man who meant so much to so many. Now, a lot of people at the funeral service today were wearing blue in Turner's honor, and we spoke with some people who knew him best about their thoughts on his life and legacy. A somber Saturday in Houston as the city gathers for the funeral service for Congressman and former Mayor Sylvester Turner. This procession bringing Turner's casket into the Church Without Walls.
He lived a big life.
The hundreds of people in attendance showing the lasting impression Turner made on everyone who met him.
He was one of my closest friends.
Texas Business Court Judge Sophia Adrogué tells me she knew Turner for more than 20 years and even went to his only grandson's baby shower. During Turner's time as mayor, she served on his Houston First and Hispanic advisory boards and saw his brilliance up close.
Regardless of political affiliations, it was not about the ethnicity. It was all about the intentionality and the inclusiveness, but all toward excellence and all about Houston, Texas. He was Houston. He lived it, he earned it, he breathed it.
Community leaders pointing to Turner's legacy of leadership during hard times.
He helped us get it through the pension problem. He got us through Hurricane Harvey. He got us through the pandemic. He got us through the Texas freeze.
Beyond his professionalism, it was his personality that will stick with Juliet Stepesh, Turner's director of education during his mayorship.
My fondest memory is just being able to sit down and work with him and laugh with him. He was gregarious. He made any person feel like he was their best friend.
A friend and a mentor is what City Council member Edward Pollard says Turner was for him. He adds that Turner was a champion of doing the right thing.
He was fighting for the rights and the freedoms of citizens until his last breath, and I think he went out on his own terms, and that's what gives me peace.
Councilmember Tiffany Thomas is still searching for that peace. She served with Turner during his last term as mayor and still cannot believe he's gone.
It's like definitely too soon for me, selfishly. And he's a family man, and we'll talk about, spending time with his grandson, and he was excited about that season of his life.
She wants to keep his legacy of service alive. Although he was the mayor, a state representative, and a U.S. congressman, Thomas says Turner never forgot his roots as someone born and raised in Houston.
I really believe he was refueled by engaging with people. Like, that was his real superpower, that common touch.
And Turner really was a superhero to so many in the community, including the next generation of leaders here in the Houston area. You'll hear from more people who knew Turner and worked with him coming up tonight at 10. For now, reporting live from Northwest Harris County, Orco Manna, KHOU 11 News.
A sad day indeed for Houston. Orco, thank you. As Orco mentioned, we spoke with many people this morning, all sharing memories of Turner's dedication to our community. They remembered him as a leader and friend. Let's take a listen to some of them.
He has always been a great resource, a great friend. I've never known a time that I've called him or texted him that he didn't return the call or the text. And the thing I want to say is that the first 2 runs that he made for mayor were unsuccessful because it wasn't his time. Turner time was his 3rd time that he ran for the mayor. Why? Because he helped us get it through the pension problem. He got us through Hurricane Harvey. He got us through the pandemic. He got us through the Texas freeze. And he got us through George Floyd's murder and 60,000 people gathering downtown, and we did not suffer the kind of violence that other cities did. That's because of the work of Sylvester Turner, not only being good in the suites, but also in the streets.
I just love how he supported the community. He was there for us. Whatever we needed, we could call. He was that person to talk to. He kept it real. He's a God-fearing man, first and foremost, family man. Just a really good guy.
He's gonna be missed. I didn't know him that well, but the short time that I did spend with him, it was like I had been knowing him forever, you know.
Obviously leaves a long legacy of public service to this wonderful community of ours. His latest endeavor was the 18th Congressional District. But beyond that, Sylvester Turner was a friend of mine. It was an honor to collaborate with him on a number of different initiatives.
He truly will be missed. You can catch this morning's coverage of Turner's funeral service, along with a look back at his life, legacy, and career, streaming right now on KHOU 11+. You can download it on your TV and watch for free.